Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is called Steel. As you can see, we're still beneath the hotel. I haven't made my way back out cause, for one particular reason, when I walked over to the other room, a scene happened. So I instantly closed the window and say, nope, I'm not gonna watch that. We're gonna do that together in the next episode. So that's what we're gonna do right now. We're gonna walk on forward, and as you can see, Rean has recused himself from the party, so he is now unavailable. So having said that, let's put the party up in a bit better position. Yeah, I think this should work, unless... Nah, they haven't tried that yet. Alright, let's go. And of course, if we're allowed, let's have a little bit of rest, so that at least V can have her EP back, just in case she wants to inflict some phobias on everyone we meet. Which is a realistic expectation when it comes to V. Alright. Is that music? I'm not meaning the music of the game itself, but there's something else in the background. Something wrong, Elliot? It's is it me, or do you guys hear a sonata off in the distance? Yeah, I'm hearing something as well, Elliot. It is very faint, but I can hear it. Oh? Yeah, that's it. Now that you mention it, I do hear music, but very faintly. I think I can make out a violin and a flute. Quite an elegant piece too, from the sounds of it. It doesn't sound pre-recorded either. You think the sound is filtering down here from the surface? This way. Is this a secret passage? Hey, the music does seem to be louder here than it was before. But, you know, I feel like I've heard this tune somewhere before. Let me guess. It's from Clotilde. One of her musical sessions. We are beneath the opera house, and that's what we're hearing right now. We should try and see where it leads. Agreed. Let's see if there's some way to open it. Pressing the stone? I had no idea there was a mechanism like this in the underground passage. I can hear the melody more clearly now too. Looks like this leads out to the surface. Okay, let's follow the passage and see where we come out. Here goes! Alright. It does look like there is a couple of monsters to beat, but that should be no problem for us. And there is another save point, so there might be something interesting on the other side. Maybe even a boss fight? Okay, let's see how quickly she is with her blade. Well, she definitely hits hard, that's for sure.
Okay.
So if you don't have Motivate, we should just deal with what we have. And even without Rean, their base strength should be more than enough to deal with it.
My turn.
Especially Laura's base strength.
I'll handle it.
It's my turn. Eat that.
Come on, petrify them. I know you can do it. Ah, come on, Laura. You're our biggest hitter. Well, let's be honest. If she didn't get the 50 strength, I would have definitely given her the evergreen accessory with the added evasion and accuracy. But you only have 2 slots, so you really need to pick your battles with this one. Is there someone else we might want? Because I did try V once, but it's not necessarily
Leave it to me.
better. I can work with Machias. Ooh, chest. Terror bomb. Nice. Yeah, we're gonna move forward, and I'm gonna assume it's gonna be a monster chest that's on top.
My turn.
Alright, that's Ripper. Yes. Ooh, 2 deaths.
Right.
Yes, beautiful.
Right. Huh? My turn.
Yeah, because the other ones are already
Okay.
dead. They just don't know it yet.
Right. Take that. All right, let's keep moving.
Yeah, when you really look at things like this, you can really see how much of a badass Machias actually is with this gun of his. Ah, it's just a normal chest.
I spy treasure.
Me too. Fortuna. Alright. No. Orpman's Court. Area M support, raises, attack and defense. Yeah, I think we saw one of those, but without the status ups. I wouldn't be too surprised if I gave one of those to uses, to be honest.
Now's our chance. We can do this.
I'll handle it.
Ooh. No cost and instant cost? Hell yeah.
Right.
Shell.
Locked and loaded. You won't get away. Go.
Broken. Of course. Huh? Right.
Okay.
Yeah, this fight is over.
Targets eliminated.
Yeah,
Okay,
that
go
area with the petrification shot from Machias, that area is so big, it's crazy. Makes it so useful. Anything else here? Nope.
There's a light.
The sound's getting louder too.
We must be getting close to the exit now.
Yeah, I think we're gonna pop up right in the opera house. So, Machias, Elliot, I hope you will enjoy the next scene. Because I wouldn't be too surprised if we see Clotilda, and I really am hoping I'm saying her name right. We're gonna see a performance of her on stage. And let's be honest, I wouldn't mind seeing that as well. Ah. This is not the opera house. Is this the girls' school? Saint Estrella? Isn't this Meadow Park? If so, we're not far from City Hall. Meadow Park, we haven't been there yet. Looks very chill. Excellent environment for a park, isn't it? Who would have guessed that those underground tunnels would spit us out somewhere like this? Definitely not me. I was 100% convinced we were going to pop up at the opera house. And can you blame me? The opera house was in the same environment, the same location, the same area. And I didn't even know of the existence of this park. The layout remained unchanged since it was created during the Dark Ages. You can really feel the city's history. It seems like the network of passages here is even bigger than Berea Heart's underground waterway. Hey, Elliot? Is something wrong? Oh, sorry. I was listening to the sonata, then I realized that the musicians playing it over there are actually friends of mine. They look like students. They seem exceptionally skilled for their age. Oh, they are. I'm really proud to know them. Oh, would you guys mind if I went over and said hi? Oh, no sweat. Go ahead. Perhaps we should all go and greet them too. Of course, we'd be rude not to. Especially since Rean is no longer in charge for the moment. So he has no say in this. So we're going. Oh, I really like this environment. But I'm always a big fan from big nature scenes in games. I definitely am. Ah, where are you all from? I'm pretty sure you'll come to a dead end if you go up there. Oh well, just be sure to stay away from the plants. My grandson and I take care of them every day. Be sure to stay away from the plants. My grandson and I have put up a lot of love and care into them. I can imagine so, cause it looks beautiful. You should be proud. Right, let's check the map so we know where they are. I'm guessing we're gonna see if we can get into the Crystal Garden, but I'm sure we're gonna be stopped. Nope. Wow. Oh, sorry, the Crystal Garden is closed for the day. Ah, that's right. I do remember hearing that the Crystal Garden closes at 5 PM. Ah, that's a shame. It looked like such a pretty garden too. I wish you stopped by a bit sooner. It's okay. We're not really that strict about enforcing the closing time. You're welcome to take a look if you want. Still, the plants here do look prettier during the day. If you have some free time, try to come back here tomorrow. You'll definitely be impressed. Oh, my grandpa's always taking care of the park and the Crystal Garden. He's always going on about how his hips bother him though. Sorry, I try to do what I can to help him. Yeah, I feel you're gonna be the future caretaker of this place. So you should be proud, because extending a family business is not an easy feat. Alright, let's see if there's anything here on this side. Nope, it's just a beautiful Crystal Garden. It really is. Yeah, and to be honest, when I was standing over here and I saw the kid standing there with that cap, it reminded me of one certain little boy near Ruin, and if you're into this series, you know exactly who I'm talking about. Can you not loiter around while I'm talking to my girlfriend? Here, take this book and go somewhere else. It's embarrassing having someone watching us. Thank you for your patronage. Hey, why don't you buy me a new bag? Cheapskate. Oh, not worry, my sweet. I'll be sure to buy it for you. In about 5 years when I saved up enough money to afford it. The bag you want costs like 50,000 mira, doesn't it? No problem. I'll have the money saved up in 5 short years of overtime. Yeah, that's the reason why you don't want to date the noble that's only invested in money. That's a promise then. Alright, she accepts. Okay, don't know what's crazy, that she wants that expensive bag or she's willing to wait 5 years for it. Oh well. It's gotten pretty late. Let's head home, Coco. Today was so much fun. See you tomorrow, Rosetta. Yeah, kids are usually the ones that don't have more than one text, it does seem. Oh, those students over there come here to perform pretty often. They're pretty good too. I wonder what academy they're from. Those students over there come here to perform pretty often. Golden juice, apple juice and orange juice. So, new recipe incoming? The music sounds familiar. And does sound really beautiful too. Wait. Elliot? Elliot, you're back! Hey, great to see you again, Morris. You too, Ron. Kalinka. Feels like forever since you've been around. You seem like you're doing well. So, who are your friends? Oh, we're Elliot's classmates at Thors Military Academy. It's a pleasure to meet you. It seems we're all about the same age too. So, you're Elliot's hometown friends then? Which school's uniform is that? We're students at the Music Academy. Ah, music, huh? Yeah, it's an academy that puts the main focus on music. The school itself is on the outskirts of this district. A lot of famous musicians have graduated from there. Well, that explains why you all play so well. Thanks. Our academy always plays for the concert they hold during a summer festival every year. Classes are all over for the day, so we're just adding a little polish before our performance. Alright, this does seem like the perfect place to practice. Yeah, I can't believe how good you've all gotten though. I mean, you were always great, but you've improved a ton. You must have really been practicing. You really think so? Well, we have been practicing. I'm practically hearing the song in my sleep now. So true. I guess I'd be pretty disappointed if after all that we weren't getting at least a little bit better. I just wish you were at the Music Academy with us. Oh, don't misunderstand. Thors has a really good reputation and all. So, are you still practicing the violin? Oh yeah, in club practice. I ended up joining the Academy's wind orchestra actually. Oh, I'm glad to hear it. You're really good. I hate to hear you'd given up. Hopefully we get another chance to play together someday. Yeah, I really like that. Oh, whoa. Is it that time already? We'd better get back to the academy. The festival will be here before you know it and we've got practicing to do. I admire your dedication to your craft. Well, I've got some free time. It'll be great if you could come and see us perform in a concert. That goes for all of you. The more the merrier. Thanks. We're looking forward to it. See you later, Elliot. Alright, later. Elliot. Hey, are you? No, it's not that. Anyway, how about we swing by the hotel to give our report and then head back to my house? Sis is probably busy cooking up a storm right about now. Okay, let's be off then. Underground passage monster completed. Ooh, 500 extra Sabbath, nice. So are we not going back to the hotel? We're just gonna assume that they did that off screen. I guess so. I think they're going back to his own house. Yeah. I wonder what kind of meals he made for them. And how Machias is gonna react. Because we had the feeling he was a little bit into older sisters. That night, after enjoying a wonderful meal prepared by Fiona, we were invited into Elliot's room. She's very happy to have Elliot back. You can really tell. There's a lot of instruments, but that's what we saw in one of the bowling events with Elliot, isn't it? That he loved all music and he couldn't focus on one. And that was one of the reasons why he chose Thors Military Academy instead of going to the Music Academy. Like what the saying, I don't know exactly what it goes, but is if you are good in a lot of things, you are master of none. I'm sure one of you know what I'm talking about, but yeah, I think that's the main reason why Elliot chose to go to Thors Academy, and we are very happy with that, cause that way we learned about Elliot and became friends with him. And let's say, he's a real good supporting character in our class. But yeah, let's continue on.
You could open a shop with all the instruments here.
A piano, violins, wind instruments, a robust percussion section. I'm assuming the papers in the cabinet are all sheet music?
Definitely.
There's no way you can call this just a hobby.
Yeah, coming in here, this must look like some rabid obsession to you guys.
No, like you said it yourself, you're in love with everything music.
You know, my mom was a pretty famous pianist. Being raised around music like that, my sister and I ended up sharing her love of music.
Really?
Looking at all this, I can see why you decided to join the wind orchestra at the academy.
Still, why didn't you go to the same school as the people we met earlier?
Fee?
Well, it's a valid question and she doesn't know. And I think if you consider each other, at least at some level, friends, you should be able to ask it. And he is more than welcome to say that he doesn't want to talk about it, but I'm totally in agreement with Fee asking it.
Wait, Fee, that's not...
Don't worry about it. I'm sure this comes as no surprise. But I'd originally planned to attend the music academy.
Oh.
My sister and I grew up listening to our mom play the piano. Dad was more the strong, stoic type. He didn't know much about music, but he was head over heels in love with her. Our home was always filled with the sound of music, and it kept our family smiling together. But 7 years ago, Mom got really ill. Eventually, she passed away. After her death, my sister and I both wanted to follow in her footsteps. She enrolled at the music academy and began working toward a career as a pianist. Naturally, I tried to do the same, but Dad wouldn't hear of it. It's one thing to have it as a hobby, but the idea of a man of the Empire making his living through music is absurd. No matter how hard I tried to convince him, he just shook his head and refused to listen. Then he started recommending one military academy after another, trying to push me toward a career in the army. Eventually, I didn't have much choice. I had to give up my dream of attending the music academy.
I thought during the bonding event that we saw but didn't pick, he mentioned that it was also his decision. I can gather that this is like an extra weight for him to make the decision to go to a military academy. But it did sound to me at least that he wasn't fully committed to going to the music academy himself.
I hated him for it. I really did. I'm no good at fighting, never have been. I'd get smoked in a real war. But after some research, I found one academy, Thors, offered plenty of music-related classes, and that about half of its graduates end up in careers outside the military. In the end, I met him halfway and chose to enroll at Thors. Kinda pathetic, huh? You've all got great reasons why you're there at the academy. Then there's me, who'd rather be on a stage than a battlefield, but I couldn't go against my dad. For a while, I started to think that maybe my passion for music had kinda cooled off.
And that's probably around the time that we saw that bonding event, isn't it? So that he was actually thinking that he wasn't fully committed to it. That has to be it. I'm definitely gonna rewatch that bonding event in between the episodes just to make sure I didn't misinterpret it in my mind. But yeah.
But I'm still full of regrets about the music academy and the summer festival concert, so I guess it hasn't after all. Oh, I wish I could just crawl into a hole right now.
So that's how you ended up at Thors.
I had no idea.
Do you regret it? Coming to Thors and all?
Huh? Of course not. Why would I?
Huh?
So, you don't?
Life at the academy keeps me busy, but I still have time to perform with the wind orchestra after class is out. And I feel like I really broaden my horizons every time we go on a field study. Honestly, I feel like I get more out of Thors than if I had just enrolled at the music academy without much thought. Maybe it's because whether I decide I want to be a musician or do something else totally different, I'll at least have the chance to choose what I want without someone deciding for me.
Elliot.
Wow, you've really given this a lot of thought.
Very commendable. It really is.
You really are strong, Elliot.
I wish I thought so too. I still feel jealous when I see my friends who went to the music academy putting their heart and soul into their music. But even with that, I've got no regrets about coming to Thors. None at all. Besides, if I hadn't come, I never would have met you guys, would I? I'd regret that way more.
How can you say that with a straight face?
Ah, come on, Machias. You guys blamed Rean for the exact same thing.
Maybe he's just oblivious.
I didn't think I was saying anything particularly embarrassing.
I'd figured that most people would blush saying something like that.
Unless you're Rean.
Still, this is Elliot we're talking about. He can get away with it.
You're the last person who should be saying that, Rean.
Exactly. I'm totally with you on that one, Elliot.
Actually, I just remembered. I guess I do have one regret after all.
Oh?
What is it?
Remember the summer festival concert my friends said they're going to be performing in? Back when my mom was still alive, she performed in it, and my sister played in it 5 years ago too. So I was really hoping that I'd be able to take the stage there one day too.
Well, it's not the end of your dream yet. It can still happen. But maybe not in the way that you imagine it, Elliot. Afterwards, Elliot decided to take the opportunity to spend the night at home. So the remaining 4 of us began to make our way to the old guild building where we'd be spending the night. Yeah, we can't blame him for wanting to stay home the night, and it's really close to where we are, so I would say go for it. And his sister would be really happy with that. But I have to be honest, I'm really proud of Fee. The way she handled herself with asking the question and such, I can't imagine her doing that at the beginning of the game. So yeah. I can't believe it's already past 9. We ended up staying at Elliot's longer than I thought. Yeah, wasn't expecting her to break out the coffee after our meal too. And she even invited us back for breakfast tomorrow. We've hardly been here a day and she's already my favorite person. Well, we'll have to thank her properly at some point. Still, you know, I lived here all my life, but it's only now that I'm running around doing field study tasks that I'm realizing just how big this city is. Yeah, I'll bet. They're just going to slip tomorrow's task into the guild's mailbox, right? Yeah, they should be delivering them first thing tomorrow morning. Consider how organized my father is, I don't doubt they'll be delivering on time, though I do worry what we're in for. I have this terrible feeling that he'll put up us to tasks far more difficult than we can actually handle or something. That would actually be a good thing. Pushing us to be better. Yeah, I see what you mean. All the more reason we should finish up our report and hit the sack early, I suppose. What's wrong with you two? You tired or something? You've been awfully quiet. No, not really. However, listening to Elliot has finally shown me what I must do. Fee, I challenge you to a duel. What? Okay. Tonight, right? Yes, tonight. I fear you won't be able to sleep until this has been resolved. Oh, hold on a damn minute. Where did this come from? A duel? What are you talking about? Exactly what it sounds like. Fee and I will face each other in single combat to determine the victor. That's all. Oh, that's all? Are you kidding me? Well, you can't do it in a populated area like this, especially not at night. You'd wake the whole neighborhood. How about that park we were in earlier? Meadow Park, I think? That seems like an ideal venue. The area around the exit from the underground passage should be nice and quiet. Well, that doesn't sound too bad. But honestly, Rean, you're not just going along with this, are you? Why not? Fee and Laura, they're both specializing in combat. Maybe fighting each other is just what they need to get over their differences. I'm actually cheering this on. I really do. I just hope we get to see it. Oh, shush it. The capital might have a heady nightlife, but there's no excuse to cause a commotion. Ah. Alright, let's head over to the park then. The trams are still running, right? They run until around 11. Are we seriously going to do this? Yes, we are. Oh yeah, I'm definitely on board with this. But let's talk to the people on the streets. Phew, we're pretty ran late today. I need to hurry to home and eat some dinner. Alright, can we go inside some of the buildings? Ooh, yes we can. Where's Elliot? Is he in his room? Going through his sheet music? I'm amazed at how quickly you all ate that food. Our apologies that we made you cook so much for it. Oh, not a bother. I've been feeling so sad since Elliot left, because there wasn't anyone around for me to cook for. I'll be making breakfast tomorrow too, so look forward to that. Looks like Elliot is starting tuning his instruments. He normally ends up working on them late into the night. But not tonight. It's my job to make sure that doesn't happen. With an extremely fierce look into her eyes. Yeah. She really is extremely happy that Elliot is back, isn't it? You can hear Elliot tuning his violin. It's nice to be home. Oh yeah, I should check the piano while I'm here too. He sounds so content. We shouldn't drag him into this. Yeah, I hate to disturb him. Yeah, it's really nice. Even though I can imagine there's some part of Elliot that would really want to be there to watch it. Because I would feel the same way. Oh, are you heading off somewhere? The orbital trams will operate until 11 PM, so make sure you're done with your business and be back home by then. Ron and his friends will be performing at this year's summer festival concert. They've been practicing every day, but you can tell they're sad that Elliot won't be playing along with them. His violin always was the center of that group. It's already been 4 months since Elliot left for Thors. He hasn't given up on music at least, so there's always a chance that they'll play together again. I am really hoping for Elliot that he gets a chance at the summer festival. Even though I can understand if he won't, but fulfilling the dream for him, that would be amazing and wonderful. Ah, jeez, why is that most of our regulars only ever come here at the evening? Oh, by the way, we are taking orders right up until 11 PM, so don't be shy about putting in an order or two. I was a student myself when I first took to the stage at the summer festival concert. You get a chance to play with the real pros there, so it's an amazing experience. It's been a while since I popped my head in here. Hemming's taste in music is as impeccable as it ever was. This only really brings back memories. It always reminds me of the first time I went to see an opera. He sure knows how to make his customers happy. Alright. Any more people? No people. Oh, what time do you think it is, Ron? What in the world have you been doing? Oh, I told you already, didn't I? I've been practicing for the concert at the summer festival. Oh, hey, you're Elliot's classmate, aren't you? My mom's pretty forgetful, you see. She doesn't have a clue about music either, so she doesn't just get how important practicing is. Ah, phew, Ron is finally home. Now we can finally eat dinner. Oh well, moms just act like that because they care. And even if they forget it, that doesn't mean they don't care anymore. Ooh, and there it is, Meadow Park as a new destination for our list. Does it also mean that tomorrow, at the next Field Study Day, we can have the chance to go to the Crystal Gardens and see how it looks like during the day? Because they did say it looked more beautiful around that time. I wonder how much of that is true. Because I can imagine that like a crystal garden, because the crystal is from all the glass on the outside, would also look amazing at moonlight. The park scenery has almost a mystical air at night. It's nice. You're in luck. Not too many people taking a leisurely stroll at this hour. Okay, that may be true, but this is still the capital. You really shouldn't be fighting here. How did it come to this? Put a suck in it, Machias. I apologize for burdening you with this, but I appreciate you keeping watch. This is ridiculous. Anyway, let's move over to that gazebo we came out earlier. Alright, but let's talk to the few people that are here. I wonder why they are here.
Ah, what a pleasant evening.
It's pretty relaxing.
No denying those two have some surprising similarities.
Yeah. The differences between those two might be small, but maybe the things that are the same are the thing that's causing problems for Laura, because he doesn't want to accept that those parts of her are the same as V. Think about it. Maybe that's it. But we'll figure it out at some point. I really want to see that fight. I really do. Phew, today sure was busy. There's no better way to unwind than a cold beer and a cool night air. That is really true. A nice cold beer at night doesn't have to be a lot, just one or two is enough to really help you relax a bit, especially after a hard day of work. What was that? I didn't quite hear you, so please say it again. I love you, baby. Oh, louder and clearer. I love you, baby. Ah, damn. I really do like making me say such embarrassing stuff. It's gotten pretty cold. You should head home. But it's so early. Let's stay and talk some more. Yeah, she wants him to whisper sweet nothings into her ear. I'm sure of it. Oh, shut it. You're trying to start a fight here, punk. Ah, come on, tough guy. Speak up. Oh, shut it. You're trying to start a fight. Is he really talking to that lantern? He is, isn't he? Yeah. He is not only drunk, he is stone cold drunk. Oh, Chief, please. You've had far too much to drink. Let's just head back already. Oh, Chief. Can we get into the crystals? It's locked. What a shame. You might want to keep those thoughts to yourself. V, I'm begging you. Please don't cause any trouble here. What do you mean, trouble? She probably had the same thought that I had, that this place would look amazing in the moonlight. But yeah, that's not why we're here. We're here to combat. Hopefully not to call in a crowd.
I don't see any people in this part of the park.
I'm fine with here if you are.
Alright, Fee. Here are my conditions. If I win this duel, I want you to tell me about your past. Your personal history. At first, there was something about your strength that I couldn't bring myself to accept. From the moment we first met, I could tell you were holding back. And considering your build, your combat proficiency is extraordinary. It's simply too far removed from what I've come to know through following the way of the sword.
No doubt.
Really? Yeah, all things considered, Fee's strength is totally improbable for someone her size.
To add to that, you were once part of a Jaeger Corps.
She was. Zephyr, if I remember correctly?
I can't say I've ever thought of the Jaegers in a particularly favorable light. If one defines knighthood as the way of the virtuous, how can the path of the Jaeger be seen as anything but corrupt? I came to believe that because we'd been raised with such strongly opposing values, I could not accept you. However, I was mistaken. After hearing Elliot's story, I asked myself again why it was that I felt such resistance to fighting alongside you. I tried to ascertain my own feelings, slowly and carefully. And that was when I finally realized. During all these months we spent together, I've known deep down that you were worthy of my trust. Our values had nothing to do with that judgment. It came from my heart alone. But in my stubbornness, I refused to acknowledge that one simple truth. In my heart, I had already deemed you worthy of trust. Yet in my mind, I still couldn't see past our incompatibilities. I suspect that contradiction was what prevented us from using our Arcus to fight as one.
So, that's how it was. Did you know about this?
Well, I had my suspicions.
Yeah, I noticed during our fight with that monster earlier.
You weren't the only one who thought we couldn't get along. You live your life so... honestly. I guess somewhere along the way I'd given up on you ever accepting me.
I see.
Still, what does this have to do with wanting to know about my past? Why do you want to know?
It's very simple, really. I want to know because I like you.
What are you...
I find it frustrating when I'm not able to understand those I've taken an interest in or have a high opinion of. I felt like this several months ago with Rean, and I feel the same way now. That's why I want to know your history. I want to know what shaped you into who you are now. That said, this is simply an act of self-indulgence on my part. Nothing more, nothing less.
I'm not sure what to say.
Well, to be honest, that was actually very beautiful. Almost brought a tear to my eye.
That's our lore, all right.
You really are something else. It's fine. I don't mind telling you. But taking your spoils by force is the Jaeger's way through and through. Is that okay with you?
It's fine.
It will be good training.
Because I have no intention of thinking of my reward as a spoil of battle. I'd much rather consider it an honor, bestowed for a hard-won victory.
Fine by me.
You just talk things out. Why do you even need to fight now?
Only warriors know that, Machias. Come on.
All right, I'll officiate your duel. Neither of you need to hold anything back. If I think it's getting too dangerous, I'll step in and stop the fight.
Very well.
Thanks.
Let's go, ladies!
Hey! Shatter!
Target locked. Here.
Impressive.
Let's end this, Laura.
Then I won't hold back. Allow me to show my strongest skill learned from my father.
Then I'll show you my strongest. Learned from the boss himself.
That's enough!
They really did give their all, as they should.
I couldn't even tell who won. What about you, Rean?
I feel bad saying this after volunteering to be the judge, but as far as I could tell, it was a draw.
Really?
Well, I suppose it is what it is. I'll simply have to continue my training and challenge you again another time.
Anytime.
And don't forget, I still wish to duel you as well.
Oh, we haven't forgotten your request with Rean.
Wait, why me?
Honestly.
Actually, I lost this one.
Huh?
Jaegers are at our best when we fight at night. The darkness gives us an edge. But even after I threw out a flash grenade, the duel still ended in a draw. If we'd fought during the day, I would have lost.
That's...
She has a point.
Well then.
very well. I'll accept this victory.
Yeah, and I think somewhere deep down, Fee might actually want to tell her about her past. Because she wants to be her friend. Or at least I want to think that.
Well, anyway.
I guess the two of us should go for a little stroll then.
I don't mind if you listen. Is that fine with you, Laura?
I have no objections. We're all in this together.
Okay. I used to be part of a Jaeger corps called Zephyr.
Yeah. I did think I did hear
Before
that somewhere.
My earliest memories are of explosions and battlefields. I found myself wandering in a war-torn hotspot on the outskirts of some country I never even knew the name of. Jaeger corps threw themselves into battle for the highest bidder day after day, while I wandered alone. The man who eventually took me in called himself the Jaeger King. He was the leader of Zephyr, a pretty famous Jaeger corps.
Could also be that I think it was Sever because it's one of the biggest names we've heard through all the games so far. But yeah, it doesn't matter. Now we know that she's from Sever.
He was middle-aged, crafty, stubborn, and lucky. He always seemed so carefree, but he never let his guard down. To me, though, he was the closest thing to a father I've ever had. The other members of Zephyr had their quirks, but they were all nice to me. As time went on, I started helping with the cleaning, the cooking, the packing. During my free time, they started teaching me all kinds of skills I'd need to survive on the battlefield. One thing led to another, and I ended up fighting in my first real battle. I was 10, I think. The boss was reluctant, but after the others persuaded him, he made me a full-fledged member of the group. For the next few years, we lived and fought together. I even picked up a nickname like some career Jaegers do. Sylphide.
I like that. That actually fits really well.
We roamed all across the continent together. There were hard times. Times when we thought we might not live through the night, but we always did. Together. Until last year, when our boss died. It was a clash with another Jaeger corps, the Red Constellation.
Yeah, another big Jaeger corps we've heard about.
People used to say they were the only other Jaeger corps in West Zemuria who could match us. Their leader, a guy they called the War God, had been on bad terms with our boss for years. Eventually, the War God and the Jaeger King decided to settle things with one big duel. They kept going for 3 days and 3 nights. In the end, they both fell. After that, the Zephyr I'd grown up with disbanded. All the members who were left just kind of scattered. I don't know where they went. Then, just like that, I was alone again.
I don't know what to say.
After that, you ended up coming to the academy?
Yep. Just when I was wondering what I'd do next, Sarah showed up. She said she'd been following the situation between Zephyr and the Red Constellation. That's how we first met. I told her about what happened, and she dragged me to the academy. She introduced me to the principal, and after that, well, you know the rest.
That's quite a history.
It is. Something you would never wish upon a child. Because we said the same thing with Ren. Ren's situation was much more dire than this, but it's not that different in some regards.
Listening to you tell your story really brings into focus how limited my view of the world has been. But I feel like I finally know you. There's still so much more I want to learn, of course, but at least this gives me a base to build on. How about it? Care to mix things up a little?
Uh-oh. Why do I get a feeling like those two are gonna fight Machias and me?
Oh. Let's do it.
Oh shit.
Now wait just a minute.
Should have known.
In all honesty, so should I. Okay, this is gonna get hard.
I guess I've had this coming since the practical exam, huh?
Well, it's at your discretion, of course. I doubt either of us has the energy to fight at our peak.
But we'll give it a try.
You gotta be kidding me! We haven't got a chance against them!
Oh yes we do, Machias. But not with that attitude, so come on. Let's link up and do this.
Come on. This is a good opportunity to see what they can really do, right? Let's just think of this as a little bonus for our field study. Give it the best we've got.
Fine.
But come
I
on.
don't intend to hold back.
Against them? I'm allowed to use the one S-craft I have.
So I expect no less from both of you.
You have my thanks.
Here we go.
I'm not going to hold back.
Fine, I'll do it.
Laura and Fee can now link with one another.
My turn.
Oh, we're not fighting as Rean and Machias, we're fighting as Laura and Fee. You guys, you are screwed. Alright, so how are we gonna do this? Do we want to speed up, defense up? Or do we just wanna rip it out? Everything.
Here we go. Now, Laura, let's go.
Of course!
Eat that!
My turn!
Yeah, you guys, you are not gonna win this. I'm not even gonna deem you worthy of an S-craft. Our other skills are more than enough. I hope. Oh, come on, as long as we don't get petrified, we should be able to do this. Let's see. 4 and 5. I'm slightly concerned. We should be able to at least survive one attack with the Fee. Uh-oh. Yep, you survived.
Let's do this.
Uh-oh. Yeah, you're only motivating yourself right now,
Hang
Rean.
in there, everyone. Thanks.
Really?
My turn!
Well, if that's gonna be how it is.
Shatter!
Why? Oh, if she didn't miss, he would have been down for the count and this fight would have been over. Yeah, we're not gonna get 3,000 out of here, so let's heal up.
Okay. Here.
Really? Is this the evergreen we gave to Machias that is helping him avoid all those attacks? I'm proud of him, but still.
Now! Broken.
Alright, that's one.
I'll handle it.
Alright, onwards to the next. Do we want to do a bit more special with Rean?
Form. Damn.
Ooh. we've got to be a little bit more careful, because he is really bringing his A game. Oh, you're not gonna... Come on. Oh shit. Oh, I should have known this. Is he hitting both of them? Well, it's an area M attack.
Careless.
What the hell? Just because I refuse to use an S craft. This is actually my first wipe in the game. And actually game over. Really? Well, Rean did bring his A game with a 6000 HP attack. We wouldn't have survived, no matter if we were fully healed. Alright, let's do this. But this time,
I'm not going to hold back. Fine, I'll do
I'm
it.
not gonna hold back either.
I'll handle it.
Sorry, we are going to rectify this.
Here we go. Silky dance. That's that.
Yeah, try all you want, but you're not going to survive this. Okay, Rean's our first target. Because I'm gonna reckon that he's using his flame attack because he was the only one left. And we know that Machias doesn't have any. Really, Machias? Don't heal.
There.
Ah, come on.
No escape. Now.
Alright, we've took the heavy hitter off the table.
Okay.
Now to take one other person off the board.
Here.
Catch.
This is so ridiculous.
Hostiles neutralized. Guess we're safe.
Sorry, Rean, but you took me down. That is no excuse.
We did it.
Uh-huh.
You two. It's like they're off in their own little world.
I think we've just witnessed the birth of an unstoppable duo.
Hey, what are you four doing?
Oh, crap.
Uh-oh.
Get into the underground.
Students? Are you from one of the local high schools?
We received reports of a group causing a terrible racket in the park. What in Adios' name were you doing?
Please, sir, this isn't what it might seem like. There's a perfectly reasonable, though admittedly rather complicated explanation for all of this.
Just call your dad, Machias. I'm sure it'll be fine.
We're very sorry for any trouble we've caused. We tried to minimize the disturbance to others, but it seems we weren't totally successful there.
Perhaps dueling in the park wasn't as good of an idea as it first seemed.
Maybe the underground tunnels would have been better.
You know, it's a little late for such deep insights. Besides, who do you think were the ones who started this? Don't just act like you're some innocent bystanders.
Ooh, 1000 linking experience. Nice. Well, they were a bit behind, so they deserve that amount.
Ooh, you're moving up in the world.
I know.
I've got a little reward here for you.
Thank you very much.
Keep up the good work.
And Elliot has no idea what transpired last night. Aww. Slightly saddened for him.
Huh? Are they all still asleep?
Nope, I think they're in jail.
It's almost time for breakfast.
Oh,
there they are.
Elliot. Sorry, we didn't mean to keep you waiting.
What's wrong? You look exhausted.
You might say we had a pretty eventful night.
Look at these geriatrics. On the other hand, as you can see, we have gusto to spare. Isn't that right, Fee?
And you call yourselves men?
Oh god, they really have become the unstoppable duo, have they?
How can you two just waltz around like that after last night? Are you even human?
Oh, just calm down.
Wow, what the heck did you guys do last night? The two of you look like you've been chased around town by wolves, but Fee and Laura are all buddy-buddy now.
Yeah, we'll catch you up on that later. First things first, let's grab the list of today's tasks from the mailbox.
Rean took the day's task from the Gilded House mailbox, then everyone walked to Elliot's house. At Fiona's insistence, they decided to have breakfast before taking a look at their task for the day. Ooh, nice. Wow, so that's what happened yesterday after you guys left. Oh, I feel left out now. You have our apologies, but listening to you talk about your resolve yesterday strengthened my own. I simply couldn't wait any longer. Well, we'll treat you to something later. Oh, consider yourself lucky you didn't have to endure 2 hours of police questioning afterwards like we did. So that's why you all seem so tired. Yeah, it's like the lack of sleep gets you, it's the mental fatigue. Oh, so did you receive another packet of tasks from the governor? Yep, probably delivered first thing this morning before we were even awake. We'll look them over once we finished our breakfast. Agreed. Make sure you get plenty to eat so you have lots of energy for the day ahead. And there's plenty more where that came from if you can manage it. Alright, let's see what it is. Heimdall Port monster is the mandatory one. A terrifying monster has been sighted in an underground waterway near Heimdall Port. Conform to specifics with Danberto, the port chief, to eliminate the creature. I think this is in a new area. Made for walking? I need someone to test a new product. Come to Lesage at Vanker Street and I'll tell you more. Howard. This feels like the same kind of quest we had in Trails in the Sky, where we had to walk through a certain amount of regions in order to break in some shoes. Our family kitten has gone missing. If you can help us find it, please visit in our home in Us District for more details. Keaton. Keaton has lost his kitten. Yes. Hey, looks like we got quite a variety today too. Yeah, one of them looks like it will take us to an area we didn't get to see yesterday. Yep, that monster extermination request is from Heimdall Port. We shouldn't have any problems getting there on the trams. Same for Metter Park, where we were yesterday. We'll likely have to visit a number of locations today as well. And considering that the festival begins tomorrow, I expect the city will be buzzing with excitement. Still, no need to rush. Well, take care everyone. It'll be fun just walking around watching as everyone puts the finishing touches on their decorations. Right. Thanks, Sis. Thank you very much for making us breakfast. Alright, let's get started. These Jorp aren't gonna do it themselves. Nope, and they aren't gonna be done today. Because we have done loads in today's episode, but I am gonna leave it here. So, tomorrow, well, today for them, tomorrow for us, and the next episode for you guys, we're gonna go over all areas in town where we can go, even with all the new ones, and we're just gonna talk to everyone, because it's a new day, so everyone has some new insights they wanna share. And after that, we're gonna go after the two optional quests before heading over to the port for the mandatory one. But until then, I wish you all a great night, morning, day, wherever you are, and if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and be back next time as we go over Heimdall, and with a little bit of luck, going to a new area, the port. See you then. Bye bye.